production and marketing strategies, rise and fall of business empires, innovation of new financial platforms, and corporate waste affect the entire economy? Get ready, fuel your curiosity, and prepare to embark on an exploratory journey where you witness the economics in 3D. The students of class 12 Commerce B brings to you 3D Nomics, an exhibition today and tomorrow on the first and second floor during recess.
Welcome to 3D Economics, a creative journey into the world of economics, a subject that seemed to others just as a subject of numbers and graphs, but in its heart it is about the decisions that we make, the corporate world that guides our choices, and the resources that we use. Our exhibition, we have tried to showcase how economics can be more relatable, tangible, and applicable. Thank you.
नया सवेरा, नई कहानी, सपने बड़े हैं, दिल दीवानी। रास्ते मुश्किल पर हम नहीं रुकेंगे, आसमां तक अपनी कहानी लिखेंगे। दुनिया बोले रुक जा, पर हम चले आगे। दिल के जज्बातों को हम कभी ना भूले। उड़ाने हैं, उड़ान है हमारी कहानी। छूने चले सितारे हम दीवाने, हर मंजिल को हम पाएंगे, सपनों को अपने जी के दिखाएंगे। गलतियां होंगी, सीखेंगे हम, गिर गिर के भी उठेंगे हम। सोचना छोटी, इरादे है बड़े, जिंदगी जीनी है अपनी शर्तों पे। दुनिया बोले रुक जा, पर हम चले आगे। दिल के जज्बातों को हम कभी ना भूले। उड़ा लेंगे, उड़ान है हमारी कहानी। छूने चले सितारे हम दीवाने, हर मंजिल को हम पाएंगे, सपनों को अपने जी के दिखाएंगे। धड़कन बोले थर मत तू, जीत होगी है यकीन तुझको। दुनिया जो भी कहे, चल अपनी राह पे। उड़ान है हमारी कहानी, आसमां तक ले जाएगी दीवानगी। जो चाहा वो पाएंगे, जिंदगी को खुद लिख जाएंगे।
Good morning everyone. My name is Sia and today I am excited to present my project on the evolution of money. The purpose of this project is to deepen our understanding about financial history and appreciate the innovations that have shaped our economic systems. Let us start with commodity money. In the barter system or in the ancient trade, any commodity that was demanded or submitted by the consent of both the parties and which had some value was used as commodity money. Examples of commodity money are wheat, fur, metals, salt, etc. There was a transition from commodity money to metallic money. This transaction happened because metallic money was durable, portable, standardized and had an intrinsic value. Commodity money was perishable and inconsistent, making it less reliable. Metals like silver, copper and gold were used as metallic money. Then there was a shift from metallic money to paper money. The shift happened due to paper, because paper was lighter and easier to carry, store and transport it. Central banks could easily manage and control paper money and credit. In India, paper money is regulated and controlled by the RBI, and in USA it is done by the Federal Bank. Then there is a move from paper money to digital money. This happened due to the several factors. Because digital money, credit money and plastic money were easy to access and use. Financial activities could be better tracked. Financial transactions were faster now. Money. Now people keep their savings or cash in the banks as bank deposits and use a check to withdraw as per their needs and requirements. Now credit money, the example of credit money is a check. A check is not money in reality, but it performs all the functions similar to money. Then we have plastic money. Examples are credit cards and debit cards. It reduces the need to carry huge bundles of cash everywhere to make the transactions. Then we have digital currencies. Now the examples of digital currencies are cryptocurrency, central bank digital currencies and stablecoins.
Like vehicle buyers, shop owners, and small businesses, which do not directly get the funds they require from the top commercial banks. Let the NBFCs fund provide loans to business industries. Now, why do it does this? Because business industries find it difficult to get loans from big banks, so they approach NBFCs. So it provides them loans. Why? To meet their money requirement in order to grow, to buy equipment, to invest. And this step is considered very, very important because it helps these businesses to grow in the market and at the same time to create job opportunities for the consumer and household sectors. The businesses use the money they borrow to make payments to the households, which means people like us. This is the fifth step in the entire money flow. So the businesses use the money they borrow to make payments to people like us, which means that actually the households provide the land, labor and taxes to these businesses. So the businesses need to make payments to them in return. And these businesses that make the payments, they are basically rewards for the services and resources that the households and the people provide to the business. And it is known as factor payments. This is how the income reaches families and households and the money keeps circulating in the economy. However, the money again continues to circulate from the households to the other Ministry of Finance, RBI and the government through taxes and spending. So we will start with the taxes, So first the households spend money on buying equipments like food, clothes, phones or travel. So basically they spend money which helps businesses earn profits.
Good morning, respected teachers and students. Today, me, Elton Pereira,
And I, Ryan Fernandez.
are proudly here to present an economics model based on waste management. Today, we will be walking you guys through a simplified version of our model which helps to make the connection to real life scenarios.
our model starts at the base of where waste is produced. This can be tech firms, automobile showrooms, or in our case, popular restaurants like KFC and Subway. The waste produced have two different types of nature: wet waste and dry waste. Dry waste consists of packaging materials such as paper and plastic, along with a few metal scraps, while wet waste composed of biodegradable material such as food scraps. This is transported to the composter and recycler via a conveyor belt-like mechanism. This in turn gives us components like compost, and it also gives us raw materials to make metal things such as phones and laptops.
Now let me explain briefly how our model connects to the real world. This cycling is a process of collecting, sorting, and processing of waste into reusable materials. This helps reduce the accumulation of waste as well as bring down the negative effects brought onto human health and the environment. While on the other hand, composting helps turn biodegradable materials as well as food scraps into soil nutrient-rich compost, which helps in farming, agriculture, and gardening. In conclusion, our model emphasizes that when waste managed properly can be less of a burden and more of a valuable economic and environmental resource. Thank you, and remember, waste is not wasted unless we waste it.
Ma'am, do you want to know about our economics model? Yes, please explain. So, I, Lakshmi Chandan, with my teammate Hansia D'Souza, are thrilled to showcase our economics model, and it is entitled Traditional Market versus Modern Markets. While our country is embracing towards globalization, there is still a large part of our Indian economy which is not developed. In our model, it highlights how two different types of markets will contribute towards the Indian economy. And first, we have the traditional market here.
Okay, like we see in the left, the traditional market, it has farmers, small huts, vegetable vendors, and handmade goods. These markets are low cost, community based, and promote local employment. A large number of farmers are either semi-illiterate or illiterate entrepreneurs. These goods are given in a barter system in an unorganized way. However, this unorganized way still keeps many households functioning and many people employed.
Over here, we have the modern market. This shows how we actually see day-to-day life. We have the supermarkets, malls, flyovers, well-organized transportation, and this symbolizes urban, capital-intensive market. And over here, the difference between these two are, ma'am, over here we have the traditional market where farmers come and they sell their own products at a very cheaper price and at a sustainable, practicing sustainable farming. Over here we have the modern markets where we have like companies selling to retail chains like Swiggy, Zomato, we have Amazon, we have many shopping apps which sells products for us. For example, in Zomato, you order something within seconds, it's already at your doorstep. So this shows us saving of transportation fees, going physically to buy whatever products that you wish. Over here, you have to physically go and buy the products that you wish. And over there, you don't have a variety of products under one roof. For example, a supermarket, you have thousands of products at one roof where you can just go to one place and get everything that's required for your daily necessities. Over here, another best part about traditional market is that the fruits are fresh, the vegetables are fresh. Whatever they sell is fresh directly from their farms. Over here, the retail chains, they buy all these products from the traditional markets and they sell at a higher price. And this is a disadvantage since we don't get fresh items at a very good price like how we get in the traditional market. But at the same time, it's very easy for us because we don't have to spend on transportation and other headaches that we have while buying something. You just have whatever you wish at 10 minutes at your doorstep. Yes.
Do you feel that these markets are close to one another?
Ma'am, yes, they will be. For example, a poor person who is not able to buy at a very higher price, he will obviously go to farmers to buy at a lower price. But also, for example, if people who want to get fresh vegetables, they will obviously go to the traditional farmers than coming to a supermarket. But if you're a person who would like some global products, for example, a product which is imported to India, then obviously you have to go to the supermarkets. And if you want a variety of items, you definitely have to go there. Yes, it depends on person's choice. It's all about consumers.
हर सुबह नई किरण लाती है, हर कदम नई राहें दिखाती है। हौसला रख, दिल में उम्मीद जगा, मंजिलें खुद ब खुद पास आ जाती है। आगे बढ़ते जाना, कभी ना रुकना, हर मुश्किल को अपने आगे झुकना, सपनों को सच में बदलते जाना। तेरा वक्त आएगा, तू बस चलता जाना। राहें कठिन है पर दिल मजबूत है, हर चुनौती के आगे तू अनूठा है। मेहनत का फल जरूर मिलेगा, हर पल को जी यही तेरा यूं कहता है। आगे बढ़ते जाना, कभी ना रुकना, हर मुश्किल को अपने आगे झुकना, सपनों को सच में बदलते जाना। तेरा वक्त आएगा, तू बस चलता जाना। बस चलता जाना। जब थक जाए दिल तू फिर भी मुस्कुराना, हर हाल में जीत की चमक को पाना। तेरी मेहनत तेरी लगन की बात दुनिया को एक दिन जरूर बताना। आगे बढ़ते जाना, कभी ना रुकना, हर मुश्किल को अपने आगे झुकना, सपनों को सच में बदलते जाना। तेरा वक्त आएगा, तू बस चलता जाना। सपनों के पीछे भागकर दिन नया सवेरा, मंजिल की तलाश में मत खोना हौसला तेरा। हर पल में जिए अपने जज्बे को पहचान, तेरे अंदर की शक्ति है तेरी असली पहचान। आगे बढ़ते जाना, कभी ना रुकना, हर मुश्किल को अपने आगे झुकना, सपनों को सच में बदलते जाना। तेरा वक्त आएगा, तू बस चलता जाना। हर पल में जी पहचान।
हर सुबह एक नई उम्मीद लाती है। हर सुबह एक नई राह दिखाती है। जिंदगी की इस यात्रा में खुद को पहचानना है, खुद से मिलाना है। नई सुबह नई दिशा, सपनों को सच करने का अवसर। आओ मिलकर बढ़े कदम से कदम, हर मुश्किल को बनाए आसान।
नई सुबह नई दिशा, सपनों को सच करने का अवसर। आओ मिलकर बढ़े कदम से कदम, हर मुश्किल को बनाए आसान। जब भी हो तुम पर कठिनाई, याद रखो तुम हो खुद की शक्ति। हर गिरावट हर हार, बस एक कदम और जीत तुम्हारी है यार।
नई सुबह नई दिशा, सपनों को सच करने का अवसर। आओ मिलकर बढ़े कदम से कदम, हर मुश्किल को बनाए आसान। सपनों को साकार करने का है ये पल। हर दिन नई उमंग, हर दिन नया कल। खुद पर विश्वास रखो, खुद से प्यार करो। हर बाधा को पार करो, अपने लक्ष्य को पूरा करो। नई सुबह नई दिशा, सपनों को सच करने का अवसर। आओ मिलकर बढ़े कदम से कदम, हर मुश्किल को बनाए आसान।
नई सुबह की चमक में चाहे जितनी हो रातें, हर लहर में छुपा है एक सपना। आओ चले अपनी मंजिल की ओर बढ़ाते जाएं।